drive, I see. Well, I can't help you with that. I'm barely qualified to provide moral support, let alone technical support.
Huh. These ones didn't die of exposure. It was rapid onset, this freezing. You think the Protectorate got a weapon that can do this?
Reroute all disruptive influences.
Please do leave me in peace. There is nothing you could say that is interesting enough to interrupt my work. Please do leave me in peace. There is nothing you could say that is interesting enough to interrupt my work.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
What? What just happened? I didn't do... Wait! You out there! What did you just... Please, come talk to me. I must know what you did. Please, I need to know how you accessed these machines. What did you press? I thought we'd tried everything. What in the name of the matriarch did you do? We've been trying to restore these systems for weeks to no avail, and yet you stroll in here, wave that thing around, and the whole system lights up like a white dwarf? What did you do? Your what? Quite. Well, Master, I am extraordinarily busy, so please allow me to summon the guards to cater to your every whim. What does it do? How does it work? Please, tell me everything. Truly? Why, if that were to enact any additional functionality in our lab, it might just be the thing we need to complete our work. Oh, during the Order's assault, a Protectorate soldier ran to the control room and triggered the chemical fire suppression system, and it literally froze all the combatants in place. I've been working on a procedure to reverse the effects. Sadly, it has proved a hard shell to crack, and so far I've been unsuccessful. For a moment, I believed your efforts to be my first sign of progress. I thought the machines whirring to life meant my efforts were successful. Unfortunately, I was mistaken. I most certainly do not. These men and women are dead unless I can find a way to help them. And my time is much better spent working on that than talking to you. Good day. Guards, would you mind escorting this person from my presence?
This thing's got a mean streak.
Malefactors, I damn it! Ready to waste it. On your command. Bet if I go and see.
Rat's back in business.
Soften them up.
Maintaining perfection.
Cover looks much better. His steady eye of...
Easy with the crack side.
There's the plan. Preserve said progress. Sustain the system. Serve the sovereign. They never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lagged. I feel my duty to the sovereign as a loyal
Sovereign, forgive me. All I saw was an endless sea of snarling Order traders pouring into the facility, and in that moment, I thought I was desperately scrambling to save ourselves. My terror, I recalled the facility safety briefing and the dire warnings of the fire suppression system. Suddenly, my body rushed into action without the benefit of my wits. And with no thought for my woes, I triggered the system, horrifically transmuting every person on the outside of a pressure door into a grotesque sculpture of solid hoarfrost. And though the paradigm freely sacrifices subjects in defense of the Protectorate, it would be a despicable lie to say my choice was driven by anything but abject cowardice, which now makes mighty clear. I must seek out a Sentinel, confess my transgressions, and accept retribution, and I'll do so. Soon. I just need my spine to re-stiffen a bit.
questions are an addiction.
Would be a damn sight easier if we could just blast our way through this place.
It is the duty of every subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Extraction initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. Note, Protectorate troops have become alerted.
Got my lab on up front.
Go through them if necessary.
worry about. Troublemaker approaching.
Here's a look.
Inspection.
Brick now in position for export to the archive. Initialize the final transport command at the data gateway station nearby.
You are one step closer to flooding Arcadia with untold business opportunities.
Convenient. Let's head over.
Few days of laboring around our frozen fellows were difficult. It was
if I may cheekily say, cold, bleak, and biting. Yet, rather quickly, I found myself acclimating to the situation and resumed what had been my normal banter with the now gelid auto-contriver Hawk. Given her always frigid demeanor, her disposition is no frostier today than it was before the incident. And, refreshingly, I can now finish my anecdotes without interruption. Frankly, her Hyperborean slumber makes her a better companion now than she ever was thawed. And I relish the thought of continuing our flourishing relationship.
Let me handle this.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just get the signal.
Raft's raring to go.
Wrong side of the frame. Over here. Free hole in the head. These things take time, Commander.
This thing's got a mean streak.
Sorry, ain't ready yet.
Frankly, pissed off.
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander. Hey, got a distraction for you.
The storage brick is on its way.
It is fitting that we move underground to burn out every single root the Protectorate has left on Cloister.
Another new face, glorious. It is so cold, my fingers appear to be in rigor. I've not slept in 3 days, and I've any number of high-risk patients in need of tending. I trust you'll pardon my brusque manner. You've something of import to discuss, I gather? Perhaps. Do you know anything about treating frostbite? I'm in desperate need of alternative treatments to debridement. I don't have enough clean gauze and antibiotics to cover all of the frozen dead flesh that needs scraping off still living muscles and bones. That is brilliant. And as long as I can contain the vapor in the boiling vessel, I can reuse the wine indefinitely. That is a brilliant solution. Thank you for your help. Is there anything I can do for you?
Was that you I just saw charge into the cold storage facility? And you've come back out alive? Tell me, what happened? You what? On your own? We've been fighting for weeks to try and gain access to the controls, and you simply waltz in on a whim? Does that mean that the lifts and doors are working again? That is absolutely amazing news. Then we are going to re-establish contact with the surface. We can evacuate our wounded, resupply, and reinforce. May the plan guide you through this underground nightmare. And may all your equations unveil their integers without error.
Can you imagine what it must have taken to build something like the Archive? The engineering alone is unlike anything I've ever seen.
No impact or puncture wounds that I can see. Reckon these folk froze to death.
We repel invasive elements.
Ah, the operator has returned.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted.
Something smells delicious, and I think it's probably you.
Our illustrious ally. We do predict you'll hand over the archive to us later, you know. Strongly. Junior Seer Amaryllis awaits you inside.
Felicitations on securing the archive. Though such an outcome was all but inevitable, the plan truly is unfailing. Moving forward, I'll function as your liaison for all matters pertaining to the archive, until such time as its control has been transferred in its entirety back to the Order. In the meantime, restoring the archive to full functionality remains a top priority. If you've made progress in that area, I'd be pleased to record it. Wonderful! Were we to operate the archive without proper heat distribution, the results would be disastrous. But thankfully, we no longer need to account for that deadly scenario. Punch processing and reactor control have hidden caches with useful items as well. Although, you probably lack clearance to know that. Forget I said anything. Well argued. Very well. I'm certain you will be economical about using Order resources, won't you? Simply use this phrase in the terminal on the archive's top floor. Enumerative exaltation. That will unseal the caches. Return when you've made progress.
Cold storage is operational, and your efforts there are satisfactorily complete. I am unsealing access to the Archive's upper levels. There, you will need to revitalize the reactor and disseminate the Rift processing instructions.
Punch processing may require the services of an exterminator. Someone but willing to work cheap.
I have unlocked another display case in the central entranceway. The Tremor Cleaver, the first weapon designed with my aid, awaits you.
Let's hit up the reactor next. I've got to see the heart of this beast.
For all their purported immaculacy, they certainly left a higgledy-piggledy nightmare behind.
Are you mentally refreshed?
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Consul.
Enough fruitless lollygagging. Come back here.
We are each of us ennobled by our place within the system. Return when all required tasks. Odds of success decrease exponentially the longer you stand here.
You've got a job to do. Get to work.
What are they doing down there? Are they after us next? No need to fret. The lifts were locked down. You need special permissions to override. To override them. Phew. Thank the Sovereign.